Okay. Good evening, guys. Audible, guys? Yes. Audible. Okay. Good evening, guys. Audible, guys? Good evening. Okay. Fine. We'll wait for 1 minute. Okay. Fine. Fine. So today's topic is completely regarding the machine learning and DevOps. Okay. It's a combination of DevOps and ML. That is the MLOps. Okay. It's a trending topic right now, and in most of the companies they are implementing the ML model using the MLOps methodology. Okay, yeah, still there are folks are joining, so we'll wait for 1 minute. Is there any question regarding the topic or anything? You can just post in chat box. Yes, I think only 757. Okay, any doubt, guys? Okay, you are able to see my screen, guys, properly? You are able to see my screen? Yes, just let me know, because the alignment, I think. Okay, okay. Netadip. Yes. Okay. Alignment is correct. I think. Okay. Audio. Otherwise, I'll just wear this one. Okay. Now it's audible, right? Fine. Okay. So you can start now. Okay. So guys, today's topic is completely regarding to alignment is not proper. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm just asking. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's correct. Now it's correct. I think. Yes. It should be visible properly. Fine. Okay. Perfect. Now it's correct. Okay. Yeah. We can start if my okay. So guys, today's topic is completely on a two methodology. One is a DevOps and another one is a machine learning. Okay. So basically, first of all, we'll see what is exactly DevOps methodology, and then we'll see how to integrate machine learning with DevOps. Okay, fine. So in real time industry, okay, so we have what in real-time scenario, we have a different team working on a project. Okay, suppose we'll consider a project. So guys, this session I have divided into two part. Okay, part one is completely focused upon the concept. Okay, concept, and part two will discuss upon about the MLflow, MLflow, then a GitHub action. Okay, GitHub action. We'll see the same MLOps on SageMaker and MLOps on Databricks. That means I'll show you how to create end-to-end pipeline on different platform. Okay, so we have MLOps. We have again there is a DC also, DC also. Okay, data center action something. So data control action something. So yeah, so we'll see this concept in part two. Okay, maybe this maybe if required we'll create part three for GitHub action or Databricks. Okay, so this will keep, this is MLOps series. Okay, so but before like implementing like MLOps, we should know what Git and GitHub. Okay, then a Docker. Okay, and on AWS you should know the ECR. Okay, and on Azure side, yes, you should know the ML Studio. Okay, ML Studio and Databricks. Databricks we can use from AWS as well as from Azure also. Fine. So these are the some prerequisites to implement the MLOps project end to end. Okay. So before that, we'll see what is exactly MLOps. So guys, MLOps completely based upon DevOps. Okay. Right now, guys, 99% ML project are going to implement only using the MLOps. 99% in real time. Currently I'm also working on the same project, same scenario. Okay, that means we are preparing the data and just build a machine learning model based upon the by using the MLOps methodology. Okay, so first we'll see what is the DevOps and then we'll see the MLOps. Okay, so guys, DevOps, this word actually derived from two, we can say two department. One is a development. Okay, development, and another is an operation. Development and operation. Okay, so that means we have a two team. One is responsible for the development of the product or project. The another is for deployment or performing some operation in terms of a deployment. Okay, so in development there are different team like developer team. Okay, even testing team. Okay, these are working together to develop the and test the product. Same product after development or same project after development, that project we need to live for end user. Okay, so that project we need to deploy on some environment. It may be a cloud environment or it may be a on-premise environment. So we required infra team. Okay, so that is the operation team. So in infra team we have a cloud team. Okay, AWS cloud team. Okay, or we can say infra team. I'll just here write down as infra team. Okay, so this development, that is nothing but the CI. We are integrating, continuous integrating, and once the product get ready, that should be deployed. So continuous deployment. Okay, so this is nothing but the CI/CD. Means what? Once the product or project get ready, that should be given to the testing team. After testing, that should be given to the production means deployment team. Okay, this is nothing but the CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. Okay, deployment or delivery, both are same. Fine. So this scenario, DevOps scenario, is specially used by the SRE, means software engineers, or web application, suppose to end design on web application, or any Any software application, actually you can say any software excluding ML project, any software. Okay, so this DevOps means what? So we are using a what development environment, we are pushing the data means code into GitHub. Okay, after that we are like performing the testing, and for deployment we have a different scenario like Jenkins or suppose or Docker or Kubernetes. Okay, Docker or Kubernetes. Okay, and the for platform we have like EC2 or compute unit. Okay, and both are integrating with the one tool, that is a Jenkins tool. Jenkins, this Jenkins tool is responsible for integrating the CI and CD with the continuous integration and continuous deployment. Fine. So what is exactly the difference between a normal application or a normal software and ML product? Okay, because the methodology is completely different. Okay, here we are using a dev word, and in MLOps we are using a ML word. Operation team remains same, but only this team get changed. Okay, let's see. First, we'll discuss about the normal scenario like web application or software development. So in software development, what happened? So we'll take the requirement, waterfall model, just a requirement. Okay, we'll do the analysis, then we'll do the design. Okay, okay, design, then coding. Okay, then testing, and then what, a deployment, and then what, maintenance, suppose maintenance. So these are the common, we can say, steps in this is actually basic model, waterfall model. Okay, waterfall model. So this is a very traditional, means it's an old scenario. Right now we are not using waterfall, but the model like agile model or DevOps model completely based upon the waterfall. Fine. So this model is a time consuming model. Means what, if you are developing the product or any project using this methodology, so you will be in a late in the market. Okay, means every stage is depend upon the previous stage. Suppose you can't design until the analysis is complete. Okay, you can't test product until coding is means done. Okay, so the complete product means they deliver to the end client after completion of all stages. So this is the traditional model, actually we are not using this one. So second is an agile model. So what happened in agile? So here we are iterating, means what, suppose one module will, let's suppose first of all the project will divide into modules. Let's consider the module, it's not a Python module, it's just an suppose component. We can say the project deploy is in a components. Okay, we have a sprint, we have a scrum and all. Suppose sprint, in sprint we have a 2 week sprint. Okay, a 2 week sprint. So the project divide into components. The component means what, suppose in first will front like front end we have designed, we have delivered the front end. So first in suppose consider the in first sprint we have designed front end. Okay, so complete this front end need to be delivered to the client. Okay, once it deliver, we can work on second component. So the iteration means what, we are taking the requirement, we are taking the design, means we are designing, coding, testing and delivery. This one means it gets like coding, design, suppose you are design, requirement, testing and delivery. This is the one iteration. Okay, once this iteration means complete deliveries happen. Okay, obviously we'll take a feedback from the client, or we have the acceptance criteria. If we satisfy the acceptance criteria, then it should be like it is completely delivered to the client. So once it is completed, we'll go for the next one. We'll go for the next one. So here the application or software we are delivering in chunk. Okay, so here development is chunk wise, we can say it's a happening chunk wise. Okay, at the end of the project, final end product is deployed on, like, on production. After final deployment, our project is not getting degraded. This is a main word actually. Once you deploy your project, so let us consider the Amazon. Suppose it's the Amazon. Okay, once you deliver the complete project to the end client, so this is the in a production environment, right? It's a production. So this model will not be degraded. Or this project will not be degraded. You can just update the product or project, but it will not be degraded. Correct. So this happen in a normal software application development, or इसको we can say it's a software development life cycle. It's the SD, software development life cycle. SDLC, LC. Okay, this is a simple scenario. But what happen in machine learning? So in machine learning, we don't have any design, we don't have any analysis. Okay, so the first step is what? Data gathering. Data. Oh, before that, problem statement design. Oh, here, what? Problem statement. Exactly what problem you want to solve with the machine learning model. Fine. So to fulfill this problem, we need a data, because without data we can't implement the machine learning model. So data gathering. Okay. After that, what? Data cleaning. Okay, data cleaning in the sense is EDA part. I'll just write here EDA. Okay, then we'll do the feature engineering. Okay, feature engineering. Then we'll do the feature selection. Feature selection. Okay, this is a machine learning model actually. The earlier we have seen the software development. Okay, now we are developing the machine learning. So feature selection. Okay, feature encoding, feature like this one. Then we'll model building. We'll do the model building. After model building, we'll evaluate the model. Evaluate the model. Evaluate. Evaluate model. Evaluation. And then just deployment. Okay. After deployment, this model get degraded, or model may give the or less accuracy after some period of time. Why? Because the behavior of data get changes over the time. Earlier we have a less data, but now we have a huge data, or the pattern get changed. Just like up to 2019, the medical, or like the sector, the data is constant. But in 2019 outbreaks, okay, outbreaks happen, and suddenly the data get changed. So we can't say like, oh, old model is completely working fine for this data. No, because we need to retrain our model periodically. Okay, so here retraining happen. Retraining is the important term, because once you train a model, you can't say like it will be like work for the lifetime. No, we should be retrain our model on some period of time. So these are the stages in development. Let's see. In here we have a development in this way. Requirement, then deployment. Is from here deployment and maintenance happen. But here we need to what? This one, from like problem statement to model building, even evaluation. This should be done by the ML engineer. ML, this will be done by the ML engineer. Okay, once the model get built, you can deploy the same model on different platform. It may be a AWS SageMaker, or it may be a ML Studio or Databricks or anywhere. Okay, or so for that we'll use the MLflow. Okay, so here We are not developing any application, we are doing the ML. We are using the same operation team, same Docker infra team. So that's why it's a machine learning operations. It's not a DevOps, it's a MLOps. Okay. Why we are doing this one? Because we need to retrain our model. So we should not be like in future, so after 6 months you don't means need not be required to data cleaning again, data like feature engineering, feature selection separately. Because if you do this repeated same task again and again, so it will be the waste of time or waste of resource actually. So it will increase your project cost. So we should develop the cycle or pipeline. Okay, once the data get changed, the complete pipeline should trigger automatically. That is what the MLOps. Okay, so you need to define a pipeline in machine learning, whatever that means, from data gathering, data cleaning, EDA, feature engineering, feature selection, feature extraction, feature like encoding, handling the missing values, imbalanced data set. So the all stages should be execute automatically. Once even the model dot pickle means artifact should be created automatically. Okay, you don't need to worry about anything. Okay, so because of this retraining model, frankly speaking, if you don't need the retraining, you don't need to use MLOps. Because because of this is the repetitive work. So we need to define a complete pipeline. Got it now, guys? So here we are not using DevOps. Here we are using MLOps. Okay. For that, whatever the tool we'll use, I'll discuss in coming like after a few minutes. So up to this, any doubt, guys? Yes. Any doubt? DevOps and MLOps. Yes. Just let me know in chat section. In what we do in testing phase for ML. ML testing phase means what? Suppose we have a data, correct? We have a data. So we'll split data into two part: training part and testing part. Okay. We are using the same data for training and same data for testing. Okay. We have actually the complete data we are divided into three part actually. One is the training, another one is an validating data, and the third one is the testing data. Okay, so here testing is different scenario in machine learning. Okay, we don't have any test cases. Okay, just like in application, we need to test our application, right? Okay, modular pickle, yeah, I'll come to that. Okay, okay, I'll go into deep actually. Okay, let's see. It's very easy actually. Suppose, for example, let's consider the example. Suppose we got the data. Okay, let us consider the like suppose we have an HDFC bank. This is a client, and we just want to build an ML pipeline or ML model for their customer actually, for like credit card customer. Okay, credit card customer means what? The HDFC bank, or we are working like in for a one company like Infosys. We are we are from Infosys. Consider we are from Infosys, and for HDFC, we are going to develop on one machine learning model for customer, credit card customer. Okay, so HDFC want the machine learning application or machine learning model that will accept the customer data, and it should predict what the whether the customer should get a credit card or not. This is what the requirement. Okay, so that means we need to design an application. Okay, front end application for HDFC, including the front end actually. Yeah? So that means the end user, what will the end product? So here, so for example, suppose here HDFC Bank. Let's consider this one. So this is HDFC Bank. Now here it should contain one web page. Okay, here a web page. It should take the name, city, PAN card, Aadhaar number, and email. Okay, it should take these details and it should process the details. Suppose here front end application. This is the requirement. This is the customer requirement. Is you need to design a form. Okay, this form. So this form should take name, age, what, PAN card number, PAN card number, Aadhaar number, Aadhaar number, then email ID, company name, like this one. And once the customer submit these details to our application, it should revert with the response. Means what? The credit card status, whether it is approved or denied. Simple scenario. Sorry, denied. Simple scenario. HDFC want this application should be accept the data, name, age, PAN, Aadhaar, email, and company name. And once the details get submitted by the user, it should get a response whether the customer, the application get approved or denied. This is the problem statement. So HDFC will do what? We need data because we are working as a, suppose I'm working as a machine learning engineer. Okay, ML engineer. So my role is here actually ML engineer. Okay, so the HDFC will provide the data to us. Okay, because without data we can't build a machine learning model. So HDFC will ask you to connect to the database, or HDFC will give the API, or the HDFC give the data in CSV format or Excel format, customer data. Okay, that customer contain these details. Okay, because the HDFC have the existing customer data, right? Suppose their age. Okay, what are the, like, these fields, like this one. Okay, and along with that, HDFC also provide the status. Means what? Yes, status. For example, approved or denied. Denied status. Denied status. Okay, so that means we'll get this data along with the other fields. So this data we need to process. Okay, so the first data engineer comes in the picture. Means data engineer is responsible to fetch the data from database. Okay, and store into the, suppose we are using AWS cloud, so it will store in the AWS cloud or S3 bucket or in RDS or Redshift. Okay, so once data in the, are in our premises, so we'll do the first EDA part. Okay, because we have this customer details and along with the status, existing customers, correct? So we'll perform the EDA part. We'll perform the what, feature selection, feature selection. Okay, feature encoding, feature extraction, feature what, engineering. Okay, engineering. These steps performed by us. After data cleaning, we'll feed the same data to the model. Okay, so how we can feed? So we have data. Let's consider, guys. Suppose this is the data. This is the data. Okay, so from this data we'll divide some data, or we'll allocate some data for 70% data for training and 30% data for testing. It's not like it's not a hardcore rule like we need to only take the such 70%. You can take the 80%, you can take the 90%, even you can take the 60%. That depends on the scenario and that depends on the business analyst or domain expert. Because that depends on the data size that we are getting. If we are getting the less data, we can provide the 90% data to the training, otherwise for testing. Okay, so this 70% data will give to the model. Okay, will provide to the model. Fine. So the model get trained here. Means what? So we are providing, first of all, this data we have divided into x and y. This is a very simple scenario actually. Okay, this is x and y. This is also like this one and this one. This is the training data, training. So here we can say the x train. Okay, this is the y train. This is the x test, and this is the y test. Okay, this is what the scenario. So we'll feed this data to the machine learning model. So model get trained. Okay, once the model get trained, we'll apply this on x test. Okay, so model will predict something y period. It's a y period. Okay, and this y period will compare with the x test. So we'll automatically get the accuracy. So how the model is performing, we'll compare this y period and x y test. After model built, okay, we'll evaluate the testing. That means we'll check the accuracy using accuracy matrix. There are different matrices, confusion matrix, R square, as I say R square. For regression, we have R square, as I say R square. MSC, sum of square error, mean square error, mean absolute error. Okay, these are the error actually. We will evaluate the model. After evaluation, and for classification, we have confusion matrix, precision, recall, F1 score, beta score. So once the model get trained, okay, so this model will convert into one binary format. So we'll create one pickle, okay, one pickle file. That may be any, you can give any name. So I'll give the name model.pickle or any name. Suppose here what test.pickle, okay, test.pickle. So the complete data get dumped into the test.pickle. It means what? This model get dumped into pickle format. Okay, so now you don't require this data, just carry this file. So you can ask to front end team, just deploy this model. Now there's one thing actually, if we have a front end team and we are asking to deploy this model, so you are not using MLOps. Okay, because you are deploying on what? With the front end like application, it may be Django, it may be Flask, correct? So we'll create endpoints. So that means for this model, we'll create endpoint. Endpoint is nothing but the API. Okay, and this API will give to the front end team. Front end team means what? So whatever the data like fetch from the front end, age, suppose age or name or age, PAN number, Aadhaar number, okay, then the email company details. This data is given to the API. API like trigger the test pickle. It will predict the data. It will predict the output, and it will go to the front end team. That's it. Okay, but this all process are done by like automation, done by the tools, different tools. Okay, even in real time scenario, we have a data, and the on same data there are number of machine learning engineers working. Okay, suppose here I'll take machine learning one, okay, ML1 team, here ML2 team, here ML3 team, okay, and now they are doing all the steps manually. Okay, we are not defined any standard SOP, so it will take more time to deploy model. Okay, so to save time, we have one model, that is MLflow. Okay, MLflow, this we can say this is actually library or MLflow. So we can use MLflow to compare the performance. Suppose for in ML1 team they are using linear regression, ML2 team they are using decision tree, and a random forest. Okay, there are three algorithm applied on same data. Okay, so you can compare this result using MLflow. That is the best we can say the functionality. Okay, I'll jump to the MLflow. But before that, any doubt how we can build an machine learning model and how we can deploy? Like just on theoretical part. But don't worry, I'll take the practical part end to end. Okay, using the MLflow, DCA, and on Databricks. I'll create. I'll show you end to end. That means once the machine learning engineer commits some changes, it should be deployed on front end. That means it automatically happen. It should be happen. Means once they deploy the changes, it should the test cases should be applied. Means test data should be applied. The accuracy should be calculated, and it should be deployed on production. This maybe we'll do in a like second part. But up to this, any doubt, guys? Yes. Any doubt? I know today is my voice is little bit low because I'm not feeling well. That's why. Yes. Anything up to this? Oh, for machine learning, we are not using test cases actually. Okay, for machine learning, we are not using test cases. Okay, role of data engineer. Okay, data engineer is responsible for actually just like a he is doing or she is doing ETL type job, fetching data from one source. Okay, transforming into the destination pattern. Like we need to perform the transformation. We need to design then data modeling. Okay, even we need to build a data pipeline because consider suppose front end generating data and that is having 100 columns, but for your machine learning model only require 10 columns. Okay, so that transformation that done by the what, the transformation done by the data engineer. Okay, what are the options for MLflow? Oh, MLflow, for MLflow we have the DCA, we have the GitHub action. Okay, I'll take both GitHub action along with the what, MLflow. Okay, so in MLflow, chalo, let's start with the MLflow. Okay, I have prepared one actually. I have one PPT, but first I just want to explain. You can see here the multiple model. These are the evaluation actually. This is the data. You can see benefits, feature, integration. These are the actually data. We are feeding to MLflow. And the MLflow will build a machine learning model. Compare. You can see there are multiple model we are comparing. This is the comparing 500 runs, first 500 runs, comparing 20 runs, 100 runs. Okay, you can see experiment tracking, visualization, genetic AI, evaluation model, model history in serving. You can see manage end-to-end ML and Gen workflows from deployment to production. Okay, and these are the integration tools platform. You can integrate with the PyTorch, PySpark, Hugging Face, Keras, XGBoost, TensorFlow. Okay, and they run MLflow where on Databricks. It may be on any cloud, AWS, data center, or even your computer. For example, suppose I'll just on CMD, I'll just install MLflow. Okay, I'll show you. Pip install MLflow. Okay, you can see I've installed in my local environment. Okay, what happened? What CL requires? Okay, fine. Okay, no issue. Clear. You just type MLflow UI. So you will get one. Oh, what happened? Cannot import. Okay, escape. Fine, no issue. We'll do one thing. We'll create. Okay, I'll I'll install here. Pip install MLflow. We'll wait for a minute. Okay. In meantime, we'll see the documentation part. Okay. So you can see here the MLflow or the tool for managing the machine learning cycle, life cycle. Okay. There is a software development life cycle we have seen. This is the machine learning life cycle. So you can see here this ML having the UI evaluation, MLOps, registry deployment tracking. All are tasks, or you can see learn core component. These are the core component. Okay, you can see we'll see the tutorial. Okay, let's see. We can see here bash command. You can just install this one, or you can run the server using this command. Okay, I'll show you. Here they have just what deploy created one model from iris dataset. These are the parameter. There's a model built. There's a fit here y prediction, and there's a accuracy y pred and y test. Okay, so now you can like feed the data or model to the MLflow. MLflow will evaluate. Okay, I'll show you just a minute. Okay, you can get this all the matrices. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, it's completed. Okay, now I can see. I'll just type here MLflow UI. You can see we'll get done one URL. Just you can see this is the local environment, local UI. You can see here 127.0.0.0. Okay, so we have not executed any model here. Okay, that's why we are not getting anything here. Evaluation, traces, everything will get here. Okay, you can new run using notebook. You can write this one. Suppose okay, classic mode machine learning model. You can see. Okay, suppose I'll just execute this one. in my local. Suppose here I'll create Python MLflow demo. Copy. Just a minute. Okay, where is this run? Python MLflow. It will create an artifacts. Okay, something happened. Just a minute. Oh, it's up for prediction. You can take the data from this one. Okay, and just write this data inside this one. Control S. It will automatically create artifacts, model, pickle format, everything. Okay, you can see here. Here also you can see. Here we'll get the, oh, server got down. Just a minute. All are correct. No issue. You can see server get running. Wait for a minute. It will taking some time. Just a minute. Means what? Once means you build a model. Okay, suppose you have written a code, Python code, by using MLflow. Okay, MLflow, the all deployment related tasks, okay, deployment related tasks automatically get created. Means artifacts get created, artifacts, okay, then model.pickle get created, pickle, along with all configuration setting. You don't need to write anything. Everything is get completed. Just you need to configure the Docker file, means Docker file and just deploy. Means what? I'll write a Python code for model. Just execute Python code. That's it. It will use MLflow for deployment. Means complete integration you can build. Here, we'll see what happened here. Okay. Oh yes. It will give the warning, right? No issue. But here, what you can see here, we'll get this one. So here we'll get the, you can see here where executed, right? Sometime before, you can see 3 minutes ago. Data set, this one. Okay, even this is a training, right? You can see MLflow demo, correct? But unfortunately, this data We don't have data set, right? That's why it return error. But if the model gets succeeded, so we'll get the model accuracy metrics here, system artifacts. Okay, we have performed 2 times now. That's why you can see this one. Automatically you will get the here. Even here also, but I don't know why artifacts is not coming here. Okay, so don't worry, we'll take this complete end to end using MLflow and means GitHub action. Okay, what are the option for MLflow? It's already discussed. So here just I'll show you what are the option actually. You can see here. This is the ML process. We already discussed. Okay. What problem statement? Business problem, data collection, integration, data preparation cleaning, data visualization analysis, feature engineering, model training, and model evaluation. Our business goal meet? Yes. Model deployment. Then we'll do the prediction. Monitoring and debugging. After some time, we'll do the retraining. This is the complete cycle. Okay, exam simple. Okay, next, this is a research experiment actually. This is not, yeah. Why MLOps? So is a agility, experiment, scalability, time to market, okay, and business owners. So because of MLOps, we don't need to wait for each and every steps need to be done manually. We can directly automate the pipeline. Okay, you can see DevOps and MLOps. Code versioning required in MLOps, DevOps. Compute environment in both. CICD in both. Monitoring production in both. But data provenance only in data set MLOps. Model MLOps. Hyperparameter tuning MLOps. Metrics MLOps. Workflow in MLOps. Okay, and this is the, you can see this is the important diagram actually. You can see here. This data we need to fetch and due to the data preparation. You can see it is done by the data engineering. Then machine learning and data scientist. Then software engineer and DevOps team to deploy. Once you got the model, you can see model artifacts, model important. Once we get the model artifacts, we can deploy, integrate and operate. These are two team. Here data science team and here DevOps team. So that's why it's ML ops. Okay. These are the model building, model evaluation. Yes, producing the model, then testing and quality, here deployment and monitoring. So which are the tool you can see here? Different tool we are using. Okay, the main I just want to show this one. Task orchestration you can do the on AWS native or open source. But here ML platform, here SageMaker, we have SageMaker for building the machine learning model or deployment. Okay, or otherwise you can use your own orchestration, that like you can use a Docker file to create a Docker container and you can deploy on ECS, ECR, okay, and model building for EC2. Okay, like this one. So otherwise you can use your own configuration or you can use SageMaker. Okay, and alternate tool you can see. These are the alternate tool component we can say. Okay, AWS native we have pipelines. Okay, or we can use step function. Open source we have Kubeflow, MLflow and Apache Airflow. These are the tool actually. Okay, either you can use this one, either you can use this one, or either you can use this one. That means by 4 way we can achieve the MLOps, machine learning and operations. Fine guys. Even here also we have a different component. You can see open source platform for ML cycle. Here scheduling, Kubeflow is used for the both toolkit and deployment, step function orchestration, and this is a pipeline. Okay, these are open source third party options. Right now in real time scenario, these tools are very much used. Kubeflow I have not seen anywhere, but yeah, MLflow and Apache Airflow, they are the frequently, we can say, mostly we are using in real time. Okay, obviously to build on CI/CD pipeline, we need version control system, we need uh, containerization, we need the deployment platform and servers. So you can see project source code control, okay, triggers here, pipeline, model registry and deployment, same thing. Okay, these are actually evaluation, you can see the template. But don't worry, we'll take each and every component separately. We'll take around, I have planned this MLOps in three parts, actually 3 to 4 parts. One will take the using GitHub action, second will take the MLflow, and third one you will use DCA, and fourth one Databricks. Okay, guys, have you got any basic idea actually? Not completely, but a basic idea about MLflow, MLOps. Yes, DVC, yes, yes, along with it, obviously. Data version control, yes, because it's DVC and ML or MLflow both are alternative, I can say. We'll see both MLflow along with the. If you want this session need to be done in next 2 days, then kindly let me know in chat box. Just give me thumbs up. I'll plan in next 2 days. But for that, the machine learning, at least basic you should know. Okay, got it, guys? Any doubt? Yes, around 415 candidates are there. So any doubt? Today I'm just feeling low. That's why maybe, but the next session I'll definitely just take a more content. Okay, I just want to like more focus on more practical part. Okay, but for practical part, that you need to have the basic understanding about the machine learning EDA part. Okay, fine guys, then thank you for attending the YouTube live session. Okay, if you have any doubt, just let me know. This is my contact number. I'll give you my contact number. If you want, you can connect here also. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining. Bye bye, good night, see you in the next session.